Hello, this is Mike with Karcheckz. I'm here at this black 2019 Mercedes A220 and I'm doing a pre-purchase inspection video. And as I walk around the vehicle, I'll point out the things I notice. And thanks for watching. So this one's black. It's currently running. No smoke coming out the tailpipe. Alright, it is a little bit wet because it rained recently. The headlight's pretty clear. It has some small little, imperfections from highway driving. And then there's some small paint chips on the bumper throughout. As you can see. The hood has some paint chips and scratches too. And it has those throughout. Looks like they may have got behind somebody. They had some kind of debris. I'm noticing here the hood kind of sits down a little bit lower here. Like there may have been an issue or something that happened at one time. Or maybe the hood's not properly aligned. You could see that it's coming over this way a little bit more. And it's got a gap right here. Here's a look at the driver's front wheel and tire. Tire made in 23. This one is a FULLWAY. And it's right about 5/30 seconds. And it still has some usable tread. Alright, and here's a look at the front brake pad. It's very thick and has a lot of life left. And as you can see, there's a lot of corrosion on the rotors, so this vehicle hasn't driven in a very long time. Brake pads have a lot of life though. Noticing a deep scratch coming down right here. And there's some chips in the door, some other scratches, and chips along the side. And the back door has some scratches and some chips. Here's a look at the driver's side back wheel and tire. It's made in 2019. This one's a Michelin brand. It doesn't match the front, but this is an excellent tire, even though it's old. Looks like right about 4/30 seconds. Still has usable tread. And the brake pads here, they're really thick, got a lot of life. Scratch here, scratch there, scratch on the taillight, some on the lid, paint flake. Scratches on that light. Scratch there. Looks like some kind of paint here. Somebody was doing some kind of paint work. And got some scratches here and here. This is the passenger rear wheel and tire. This one's made in 2018, and it has about 430 seconds. Still has some usable tread. Brake pad's good and thick. A lot of life left. Back door has some chips and scratches. Passenger front door does too. Here's a look at the right front wheel and tire. This is the other matching to the other front, which is a different tire than the back. Alright, and this one's about 330 seconds. Still has some usable tread. Brake pads look good, nice and thick. Noticing a hardware missing right here. It's supposed to be some kind of clip, like one of those. And this side's missing one too, and that's a different bolt. That ain't supposed to be that tight. And then it's missing one over there. Alright, so here I did a OBD readiness test, and right here it actually didn't complete all the cycles yet. It's got 2 incompletes, meaning the codes were cleared or the battery may have been changed recently. And I just scanned the codes, and the items in red are fault codes, the items in green are no trouble found. Alright, so here we have some stored codes, which are things that had previously happened, and current codes are things that are currently happening. So we have a malfunction with the auxiliary battery. And implausible data from the ignition lock. Alright, there's the current and stored. And these are all the fault codes the vehicle has in the system. And these systems are shown to be fine. Alright, here's a look under the hood. Here's a look at the tailpipe. Alright, so we have a warning for auxiliary battery malfunction. Alright, brake reservoir looks good. Alright, so it looks like they had has a good battery, 660 cranking amps, which I did that. It shows 100% health. I'm noticing the battery terminal is a little bit loose here though. As you can see, I can move this nut with my finger. So I think the battery may have been recently changed and they need to tighten that a little more. And this one is the main engine battery. There's 2 batteries on this car. Alright, so I'm having a look around the engine and I'm noticing the valve cover gasket is leaking. You can see the oil is leaking from there. can actually smell it too. I had the vehicle running for a little while as I was walking around it. So this engine needs to be resealed. And it looks to be clean in there, even though like you can't hardly see anything, but if you look in that corner there, you can see the camshaft and it's clean. So it looks like they probably changed the oil at least. And you can see that from adding it though, they missed a few times. Some of that residue actually could be from their rundown, from missing their oil cap. Some of it, but not all of it. I'm noticing this clamp here is an aftermarket clamp. And the AC cap is off. And I'm noticing some wires here that are exposed for some reason. And here's a look at the coolant. I could see some oil there puddled up for some reason. The serpentine belt's in good condition. Alright, having a look under here, I'm noticing a lot of oil leak, and it's currently dripping a lot. It's a whole lot of leak there. And it looks like it's coming down here from the turbo area. It's really hard to see, but I'm getting a residue coming from down in the top here. Alright, so I'm noticing here on this left rear axle seal, it has a little bit of oil and dirt residue, which could be this axle starting to go bad. Let's have a view inside. Noticing a ding here on the entryway. Looks like somebody may have had some rings on when they were driving. Driver's seat's in good condition. Noticing some cigarette burns. Looks like the driver was a smoker. And the floor is pretty dirty. Could use a cleaning. And this This carpet here is pulled back for some reason, which usually means somebody had been in there doing some kind of work. And here we got the hood release is broken. You just gotta grab the pliers and pull the handle. Power seat controls work. Looks like it could use some cleaning. It's asking if you want to make an appointment for service. Radio sounds good. Volume knob works. It's pretty dirty in there. AC blows nice and cold. All the controls seem to function well. I would recommend blowing the tracks out a little bit here in case. All right, noticing here in the back, it looks like this may have been a family car. There's a lot of indications that the back or was just a lot of activity, a lot of debris back here. Very dirty car. Oh. Noticing some more cigarette burns. Noticing some parts back here. I'm not sure if they go to this car. There's a look at the driver mat. You can see they were heavily smoking there. A lot of droppings. This vehicle doesn't come with a spare or any kind of tools or anything. Called a tow truck car. Alright, noticing some kind of weird fuzz on the door. It's kind of weird. Not sure what that is. There's a chip. Power outlet works. Alright, we'll switch over to the heat. Heat works good. Alright, so the wipers do work, but the wiper blades are needing replaced. You can see the lines in them. There's a sticky note in here about Victor. Alright, gonna go for a test drive here. Alright, so here we're going to go around the parking lot, and we're going to do some circles and see if we hear any abnormal noises. We have a check tire warning. Uh-oh. Alright, the tire actually looks like it has more than 3 pounds, is what the indicator was saying. Definitely has more than 3 pounds. Just for safety purposes, I'm going to take it back to the dealership. Alright, so this valve stem's actually leaking. So we can't take this car for a ride. Alright, so that concludes this inspection on this 2019 Mercedes A220. If you find this video helpful, we appreciate the thumbs up, and thanks!